Let's pull up our cheat sheet. Now let's go to the Platinum file libraries. Okay, Platinum file libraries. You ready? All right, let's do that. Back to the coaching site, library, file library. Okay, library, file library. Remember we were just in the webinar library. Now we're in the file library. And in the file library down the right-hand side over here, you're going to see all of the library. See right here down the right-hand side. Now, if you know something specifically you're looking for, you can type it into the search bar. I want to show you that in a moment, and I'm going to give you something to search by that you're going to want to do right now when we get done here and make good use of the content that I'm going to show you. Okay, just give me a, write that down so I don't forget. Okay, so over here on the right-hand side, remember now I'm an admin, so I have access to every library, like the broker owner libraries and the titanium libraries and all that stuff. So you're probably only going to see the platinum libraries. So they're in alphabetical order, okay? Right here, platinum assisted living, platinum billboard and bus bench, platinum business plans library, platinum CP millionaire agent platform library, platinum customer service library, platinum disc training library. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these, but needless to say, there's, I don't know, I haven't counted them recently. Maybe it's 60 or so platinum libraries. So, but I am going to go through a good bit of them right now. Okay, so don't get bored because it's amazing. Now, when you click on any library, let's say the platinum disc training library, click on platinum disc training. And when I click on any of the libraries, over on the left-hand side of the screen, okay, you'll see it'll pop up at the top. That's the library I'm in. And then down here is all of the content in that library. So in that disc training library, you can see there's a decent amount of content on disc training, okay? Specifically like Dr. Ike Reichert's training here. Dr. Ike is a personal friend of mine. He's on my staff in Atlanta, Georgia, Chief Inspiration Officer. He's a certified disc trainer. So he's pretty smart when it comes to disc. So I've had him out to several conferences in the years, and he'll do some sessions and training on disc. He's really good at it. We have some of those recorded sessions right here, okay, just on disc. And disc, for example, that one library, for me, just that one library is a game changer. To learn to sell to people the way they want to be sold to, it is a game changer, okay? All right, so let's go all the way down to the bottom, okay? And then we'll come back, work our way back up. So we'll start at the bottom and work up. So right here, titanium, you probably don't have access to those libraries. So we have some special libraries for, you know, that closed group mastermind. But look right here, platinum working with sellers systems library, okay? So if I was to click on, boom, platinum working with sellers system library, when I click on that, here is a lot of content on working with sellers, like the agent selection guide. That's what all that is, all those numbers there. And some Dan Kennedy content to boot, okay? Look at that. I'm just scrolling down here, working with sellers, okay? How you like this, speeding up the time frame to sell? Interested in that? Troubleshooting guide for getting the listing? Maybe that interests you. Maybe you want the manual for working with sellers. Okay, it's right there. All right, here's what I would do. I would write this one down. Critical mass calls with Todd Walters. So, long time ago, I got on the phone with some of my sellers whose houses were not selling, and I recorded the calls. Now, what's a big deal with that? Well, critical mass means that a seller is critical, and if I don't change the outcome, he's going to fire me. Okay, a seller's home is not selling, he's critical, and if I don't change the outcome, he's going to fire me. Got it? All right. So here was my definition of a critical seller. Number one, their home's been on the market for 30 days and they've had no showings. Okay, that guy's going to fire me. His home has been on the market for 2 months and he's had no offers. That dude's going to fire me, right? He's had 15 people through that home and has had no offers. He's probably going to fire me. So any one of those three, an alarm bell went off, and my customer service manager told me, critical seller. And I picked up the phone and I called them personally all those years. And at some point during the process, I decided to record some of those calls. So you can download and listen to me talk to critical sellers who are ready to fire me. And then you can see what I do. I get price reductions from people that are not happy. I get extensions on listings from people that are not happy. And I even get additional commission from people who are happy, who are unhappy. So how do you turn unhappy people around to happy people? Well, you sure as hell ain't gonna do it unless you pick the phone and call, okay? And you gotta talk it out. And I use really good language here to be able to do that and let them know that I care about them and we can get an offer and we can make this happen, okay? So that's just in that one library. And that's where was that at? That was down at the bottom at the last library that you can see when you log in. So you can see that if I went through every single one of these libraries, it would take us a long time. All right, but I'm going to focus in on like probably half a dozen over the next 10 minutes, okay? That I think you should know about. Look right here, Platinum VIP Buyer. You see that? VIP Buyer Appointment, VIP Buyer Prospect Follow-up, and VIP Buyer Sales Process. Let me just let me highlight that and then come back to it. And I want to explain to you why there's 3 libraries just on that, okay? All right, here we are. I'm going to use my pen. Scroll that up a little bit. I'm recording this with my on my laptop. Okay. All right. So working with buyers is broken down in the file library into 3 libraries. Okay. You can see them right there. There are 3 libraries because there are 3 points in the process. Okay. The first point in the process would be following up with buyer prospects. Okay. That would be number 1. Okay. The second part in the buyer working with buyers would be the buyer appointment right there. That would be number 2. Okay. The third part of the process in working with buyers be, trying to get them under contract to buy a house, like in the sales process. So what happens before you get a buyer, what happens at the buyer appointment, and what happens immediately after the buyer appointment. So you can see we got 1, 2, 3. They're in alphabetical order so that they're not in chronological order, it's alphabetical order, as I said. So that's why there's 3 libraries when working with buyers. Okay, you're going to see the same thing when working with sellers. Okay, I'm going to show you that right now. So let me erase my drawings, get my pointer, and let's go up to that. Okay, but I've broken this down into listing, not seller, but listing. Okay, so here we are. See right there, Platinum Listing Appointment Library, Platinum Listing Sales Library. After you get the listing, you got to sell it. What happens when at a seller appointment? There it is right there. And then we also break this down into like leveraging listings to get more listings, leveraging sold listings to get more listings. Okay, you see that right there? All right, good. So I'm jumping around a little bit, but you're starting to get the hang of it, right? On all of these categories. So here's what I recommend. I recommend you log in and go and read what each category is so you know what you have. Okay, and I'm going to summarize a little bit more in a minute. Okay, into new construction marketing library. Okay, let me show you one more thing on new construction. It's called the Platinum VIP Builder Systems Library right there. Okay, you see that? Pin right there. VIP Builder Systems Library. Yep. Okay, yes, I used to have some builders that would send me business. And I would guarantee the sale of the buyer's home if they bought from that builder. And that's what that VIP Builder System Library is. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to walk through these. Okay, I'm in the VIP Buyer Appointment Library, but I'm going to run through these really fast. All right, number 1, Dan Kennedy. Dan Kennedy Material Library. Dan Kennedy is a copywriter. probably one of the foremost copywriters in the country. He's a coach, a business coach to Craig and myself, our leadership team. And we contracted with him a long time ago, and he wrote some very exclusive stuff just for you to use as a Craig Proctor System Platinum level member. And that's where you're going to find that stuff. Okay. All right. Getting unstuck. All right. That sounds like something you might be interested in if you're stuck. Okay. If you're stuck, go there, watch any of that. You won't be stuck anymore. Platinum Assisted Living Retirement Communities, Billboard Bus Bench, Business Plans Library, Millionaire Agent Platform, that's a CRM, Customer Service, DISC Training, Expireds, FSBO, and Seller Prospects Direct Mail, Facebook Marketing Library, Follow-Up Systems Library, For Sale Sign Marketing Library, Getting Free PR Marketing Library. Okay, the Goal Plan Library, which is a follow-up system, okay, different than you may think. Google Pay-Per-Click Marketing, Guaranteed Sale Program Library, House Buyer Network Library, House Talk Library. These are the fast implementation sessions libraries there. Lead Generation Library, Leadership Library, Leveraging Listings to get more listings, Leveraging Sold Listings to get more listings, Listing Appointment, Listing Sales, Marketing to the Affluent, Motivated and Distressed Sellers Library, New Construction, Newspaper Marketing. In other words, that's like a farming newspaper. Okay, your own newspaper, not advertising in a newspaper, but your actually own newspaper. Operations Management, so that would be where your P&L would be, profit and loss statement. Orientation Library, so you're new around here, you should get through all the orientation stuff. Past Client and Sphere Library, Performance Guarantees Library, Position Marketing Library, Postcard Marketing Library, Price Elasticity, Property Ad Templates, RBID, Real Estate Forums, Real Estate Investor Systems, Recruiting Admin, Recruiting ISAs, and Recruiting OSAs Library. The Referral Systems Library, Relocation Systems, Short Sales, Small Group Masterminds, Statistical USPs, Success Leaves Clues Library, Testimonial Systems Library. Tour, that would also be the same for 5-star reviews there, Platinum Testimonial Systems and 5-star reviews. Tour of Homes Library, Training ISAs, Marketing on Television, Ultimate Converter, Ultimate Sales Team Training, Using Other People's Money, USP Brand Building, USP Newsletter Marketing, USP Radio, Advertising on the Radio, Vendor Systems Library, Video Marketing Library, Platinum VIP Builder Systems. We talked about that. We talked about the VIP buyers. Webinar assignments. Okay, that's something where we just kind of categorize assignments from webinars. Working with Sellers Library as well. Okay, so now you've gotten a pretty good overview of the webinar. Libraries. Okay, materials library. Let's go back to our cheat sheet.